Anthony Smith delivered the perfect low leg kick that resulted in a textbook example of foot drop here in Jimmy Crute. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Sutterer, and this is your #1 source for learning about the unique medical side of the world of sports. This is the most memorable example of foot drop I've ever seen in the history of this sport, and in this video I'm going to teach you about what exactly was going on. As always, if you enjoy learning about this unique side of sports, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button if you learned something, and let's get started. So here was the kick that Anthony Smith delivered, and look exactly where it struck on Jimmy Crute's leg. The backside of the knee, an area we call the popliteal fossa, but it strikes particularly in the outer portion of the knee. Now, part of why I think this might have been so severe with Crute is because it also kind of hit a little bit more in the back, where there's another nerve that feeds the muscles in the lower leg called the tibial nerve. But as Smith swings this leg through, boom, right there, perfect contact into that area of the nerves in Jimmy Crute, and right away you can see the first kind of step he takes. He falls down to the ground with no movement left in that foot. Now, the thing about this is it doesn't hurt. Your foot and leg basically just go numb. It's that same feeling whenever you hit your funny bone on a table. That's basically kind of what you feel in your leg, but the muscles don't work. As Crute came back here to try to fight, you can see as he brings that left foot through right there on that move, how he can't basically pick up his toes. He can't dorsiflex his ankle. He can't pick those toes up. That foot is just completely dragging. When we look at our biodigital anatomy tool here, what I've done is I've shown the nerves in the lower leg that are relevant to this type of a kick. So this is going to be that outer portion of the knee where that kick landed. The big nerve that comes down the back of the legs is the sciatic nerve. That's what controls the muscles, particularly of the hamstrings. But then that sciatic nerve is going to branch off. So the sciatic nerve we're going to color in red here. And then the green is going to be the common peroneal nerve. That's where the fighters are targeting with those low calf kicks. The blue here is going to be the tibial nerve that goes down to control particularly the muscles of the calf. So whenever that kick comes in, it's essentially landing right in this area. And so not only is it targeting that common peroneal nerve, it's also going to be targeting some of that tibial nerve. That common peroneal nerve wraps around the outer portion of the leg to divide into the deep and the superficial peroneal nerves that in particular go on to control a muscle that picks the foot up, called the tibialis anterior. When that nerve gets kicked or damaged or crushed, you lose control to that tibialis anterior muscle, and that's why you can't pick your foot up. These nerves also control the muscles on the outer portion of your leg that evert your foot. And so that's why that foot kept wanting to roll and the ankle wants to roll, because these nerves aren't active to allow the foot to evert and position itself properly. So knowing that anatomy, going back to the kick here, imagine those nerves sitting right here in the outside of Crute's leg. As Anthony Smith's kick comes around, boom, right there, perfect contact right onto not just that common peroneal nerve, but probably also the tibial nerve. That's going to shut off that signal going down to that lower leg, shut off that anterior tibialis muscle. The peroneal muscles are going to evert the foot. And as you saw with Crute, it just didn't come back in time. Now, it was starting to get better, and so had he had a longer time period, it might have come back, but the doc did the right thing to stop the fight because he couldn't stand. He couldn't fight. He couldn't protect himself. All that was going to happen was he was just going to get hurt worse. So that's it for the video, everybody. Just again, a pure kind of textbook example of what we call foot drop, whenever you get damage to that nerve and you can't pick up your foot or lift up your toes. Let me know, as always, any questions or comments down below. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.